Hi, Stuart Dobson, Colorado Real Estate Brokers here to answer a question you may have, which is why won't a commercial real estate broker return my call? Well, after having been in the business for 15, 20 years, we can pretty much tell within 20 to 30 seconds on the phone what type of client you are, how big you are, or maybe you've left that information in your voicemail. Let me break down some numbers that explain why commercial real estate brokers from larger firms, or any firm for that matter, won't be returning your call. Let's say you're looking for about 1,500 square feet for your company. You want to expand, you need a second office, you're a startup, whatever the case may be. You've set your budget at $15 a square foot plus triple nets, which is a good budget, and you're looking for a 3-year lease term. If you take those numbers, 1,500 square feet times $15 a foot times a 3-year term, it comes out to $67,500. Times a 3% commission that the broker representing you would typically earn comes out to about $2,025 of commission. That's after they set up searches, take you around to show you the spaces, help you negotiate the lease, deal with all the follow-up, and get paid about 3 to 4 months later. Let's say they work for a larger firm, a CBRE, a JLL, a Newmark, pick your firm, and they have to split 50% of that with the firm. That $2,025 now becomes about $1,000. If you're not just working with one single person and they have a team, they have to split that again. By the time they divide that by the hours they work amongst their team, it probably comes out to about $20 to $30 an hour. That is not something they can afford to do. Your doctor, your attorney, your accountant, your plumber, your electrician all charge $200 or more per hour. Brokers need to earn that same amount of money in order to justify their time. So it's not that they don't want to help you. We take deals all the time with people that we like, we think there's future business. We want to help everyone, but sometimes we simply can't afford to. So if you're wondering why your calls aren't being returned, that's probably a good reason. But here's what you can do as a business owner to get around that and make sure you get the best deal. Brokers primarily in Colorado use 3 different databases, in addition to the network that we have and the commercial meetings that we go to and the in-house listings we may have. But there's 3 main commercial databases that will cover 90% of the market. One is LoopNet.com. The second is CommercialExchange.com. And the third is Crexi.com. Now these are all, or some of these, is the public interfaces of the private databases we use. But most of the listings that we're going to view or send to you or set up searches on can be found with some searching by you on these databases. You can set up your own searches. It's kind of like Zillow, but for commercial. Do that to start with. Number 2, drive around to the spaces you want, the areas you want, the strip malls, places you're thinking of going. The listing broker who has a space available will typically put a sign up in the window. Call them. Tell them you're a client, you're not represented, but you'd like to list a space. It may take them a little bit, but they should get back to you within a day or 2. Finally, once you find a space or have it narrowed down and you've done the tours and you think it's good space, what you need to do is write a very basic letter of intent or discuss it in an email with the landlord or the landlord's agent. Here's the rate I want to pay. Here's the term I want to go. Here's whatever else I need for build out or tenant improvement. They will come back with a proposal. You must have a business attorney review the lease. No commercial broker legally or technically is qualified to review a lease. We do it as a matter of courtesy. We do it as a matter of practice, but we still always recommend that you have an attorney. If you have an attorney review the lease, the attorney will suggest, if he's a good attorney, changes or provisions that may be harmful or explain to you what those provisions in the lease may mean. You can then use your negotiating skill as a good business owner, work with your attorney and that landlord's agent, and get the best deal you can. You don't need a broker in this case. It's just that most of the work that a broker would normally do on your behalf that you can't afford to pay for right now because the space is too small, you can do on your own. So this is a quick video on how you can find the space for yourself on smaller spaces on simple deals and get just as good a deal as a good broker will get for you. Thank you.